Good morning. It's time for Battle Angel Bible Study. This morning's devotion is Heart-to-Heart Conversations. When I heard this, I sat down and wept. In fact, for days I mourned, fasted, and prayed to the God of heaven. O Lord, please hear my prayer. Listen to the prayers of those of us who delight in honoring you. Please grant me success today by making the King favorable to me. Put it into his heart to be kind to me. Nehemiah 1:4. Nehemiah was an exiled Jew living in Persia, a cupbearer to the king. A visiting relative told him how the Jews who'd escaped exile were doing back in Jerusalem. They were in trouble, for the wall of Jerusalem was reduced to a pile of rubble and its gates destroyed by fire. This news distressed Nehemiah for several days. His prayers during that time of mourning were probably more like wails and groans than actual sentences. Boy, I've been there before, haven't y'all? Then he pulled himself together and prayed a long prayer, asking for God to forgive the sins of his people and help them. At the end of Nehemiah's prayer, he asked God to give him courage and make the king's heart tender when he came before the king to ask permission to go to Jerusalem. That's exactly what Nehemiah needed to make this difficult conversation a success. See, we got to get prepared, don't we? We think it all just comes easy. It doesn't. Somebody has to pray. God can do whatever he wants to, but we move his hand with prayer and praise. Remember that prayer not only changes your heart, but the hearts of others. The prayer today is, Lord, I pray you would soften the heart of the one I must speak to today and give me courage to approach a difficult subject. May you grant our conversations success. And I'm praying that for all of y'all today, whatever's going on in your lives. I know after yesterday's message that God caused me to start this Bible study on that particular day so that we could hear that Bible study yesterday. The more I dig into the Word, the more I see how intentional God is. God knew that Zacchaeus would need a tree to climb, so he planted it all those years ahead of time so Zacchaeus could climb it that day. When that went off as a revelation in my heart, I was like, oh my gosh, God is so specific. Anyway, I'm off to run errands when it's finally light outside. I love y'all. I hope y'all have the best day ever. I'm going to work on that myself, and I'll see you tomorrow.